Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is part of a playlist called 50 Hot Potato Questions for Christians. And you can find this on the playlist and find other questions covered as I do them. Um, this is the first question. Do you agree with gay marriage? My personal belief, um, and hear me out, my personal belief is marriage is a union between man and woman that was instituted in Genesis. Um, I believe that males are made for females and females are made for males, and the institution of marriage is something between a male and a female. But uh, after saying that, I understand that a large portion of people who are gay and lesbian don't have an understanding of the Bible, don't have a belief in the Bible, and aren't Christians. And it's a Christian view that believes that marriage is between a male and a female. And so, because they don't necessarily believe in the Christian faith, they're not bound by the law of Christians. They're not bound by the beliefs of Christians. So if the modern governments want to pass legislation that says two gay men can be married, the Christian church can't really stand in the way of that. We have elected officials that are meant to uphold the law and write laws and institute them. And we just so happened to have governments that legislated marriage can be between two gay men and two lesbian women. Personally, for myself, I say let them do what they want to do. Let them be responsible to their own conscience and not have to conform to what I believe. After all, we are born into the world with free will, and it was vital for God to allow his angels and human beings to have free will. The very reason Satan defected was because angels were given free will, and the same as a man's original sin. They were told not to eat of the fruit of the garden, but they chose to eat. And that's because God gave mankind free will. And because of that free will, gays have the choice to enter into the institution of marriage, even though the Christian church doesn't believe in it. I've had friends in the past in churches that were gay. I had a friend, I had someone I knew in a church that was a gay Christian, and he believed that he could be gay, but he'd have to remain celibate to be on God's side and assure his salvation. And that's what he believed. I have interviewed Freddie Mercury, and he was saved before he went to heaven, and he's actually in heaven. And I've got a book called Visiting Musicians in Heaven, and he's interviewed in that book. And so it would help for you, if you're gay, to read that interview and have some insight into the fact that Jesus has a lot of love in his heart for people who've got a gay inclination. So I don't mind gay people getting married. I just don't personally believe that marriage is an institution for a male and a male. So that's the answer to that question. And God bless you. And please be aware that I do personal prophecies for people, and you can get my website at the end of in the description tag and request a prophecy. God bless.